With me is the director for the BVI Tourist Board, Managing Director, Mr. Clive McCoy. We are here at Seatrade 2025. They're celebrating their 40th anniversary. What are some of the takeaways for you in the industry, even being here at Seatrade for this?
One of the key takeaways from the keynote address was that cruise is growing globally, and anything that happens globally, the British Virgin Islands is affected by it. They're now talking about mid-sized ships are 4,500 people, and that is the size ships that we normally see in the British Virgin Islands. So what Seatrade allows us to do is to have a glimpse of what is happening globally and give us an opportunity to prepare for what is happening so that we can have a sustainable tourism sector in the BVI. And that's what Seatrade is all about, and that is the key point that was made in the stakeholders address today.
Right. And I do note that some of the CEOs that were present are, again, identifiable ships that come to our shows.
Yes.
Speaking with the minister, he spoke that one of the agendas that we have, and I think he just touched on it, is, how can we sustain? We're not necessarily looking at the numbers per se, we're not ignoring them, but we're not looking at that. But, there are some works that we need to do, but then what are we doing in terms of sustaining and maintaining the people that come to our shores? And from the perspective of tourism, how would you say that your contribution to that is applicable?
Well, as you know, Gio, right now we are working on a comprehensive tourism policy for the BVI, and cruise will be a significant part of the discussion in terms of putting things in place to manage sustainability within the territory. I always say we want as many guests to come to the British Virgin Islands, but if we can't sustain the experience or sustain our natural environment for future generations, then it is a loss for the British Virgin Islands. So that policy being put in place with a heavy emphasis on how we're going to manage cruise along with the overnight is going to put us in a position to have things in place for the increase in cruise visitors in the British Virgin Islands.
Okay. And I know that last year you were here. You are panelists.
Yes.
This year, again, we're taking a different approach, but there's different things being spoken on as I observe. What are one or two of the highlights for you in terms of upcoming panel discussions that you are being keen to on this trip?
Well, there are a few panel discussions on sustainability.
Yes.
The British Virgin Islands is a popular destination, not just because of our friendly people, but because of how natural our environment is and how we're able to maintain what we have. So those addresses, those panels that feature sustainability are one that I'm very interested in. Also, I'm interested in the ones that speak a lot to developing the product. A lot of times persons come to the destination and they're seeking things to do. So we have to find ways to put things on the ground that are interesting to guests that are coming into the territory, and making sure that everybody gets a piece of the pie in this tourism business.
All right. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Definitely. Same to you.
Yes,
all right. We'll see you around.
Yes.
As we continue.
Enjoy.
So that was the Managing Director for the BVI Tourist Board, Mr. Clive McCoy, as he gave us a little piece of his contribution here at Seatrade.